More foolishness from us. More. This new Black Panther Party that's making the news talking tough as they patrol the streets of Philly. It's a joke. It's a freaking joke. First off, why are you worried about defending Somalians when blacks have been offering other blacks in the streets for years? Well, why didn't you come around talking that protection crap when Chicago was eliminating blacks by the hundreds, dying by the hundreds, right, nightly? This is all just a media stunt, and guess who will believe this foolishness the first? You guessed it, niggas. Other races are laughing. They're laughing that this so-called protection militia is making its rounds. Listen. Just listen, you clueless bastards. The government is not, I repeat, not worried about a couple of misguided blacks who think they are impressing them. They're not impressing them. The FBI doesn't play. They don't, as Diddy, they don't play, you idiots. Look into your own Philadelphia history and you will see how they literally blew up an entire block when these militant niggas thought they were saying something back in the day. Look it up if you think I'm lying. 5 move bombing, all right? They nuked a whole block when these niggas thought they was saying something. The government don't even give a crap about white militia, all right? You think I'm lying? Okay. Google David Koresh in the Waco siege, okay? Yeah, they had guns too. More than you guys, by the way. And look what Janet Reno and her FBI did to them. You stupid niggas are so lost. It just leaves me incredulous at times. You know, if they don't care about white people, what makes you think they care about black people? If they got tired of you wannabe revolutionaries, they would destroy you in 2 hours flat. Like literally, they would destroy you in 2 hours flat. How fast did they take Saddam's country down? What, in a day? His whole country in a day. You think they can't take 100 ignorant knickers down that are half soft anyway? In an hour, less than an hour. This is dumb. These same people you're talking about convince the world to take a shot in their arm. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Ain't nobody worried about your tough talk on Instagram, you punks. Anyway, I bet 99% of you new school Black Panthers are pussy anyway. I seen the pictures of you. I seen the pictures of typical, just a bunch of long, girly braid, having knickers under barrettes, like military barrettes, tipped to the side with long braid. Just get out of here, man. Guys, it just annoys me. Listen, dum-dums. This is not a black and white thing. It's a good and evil thing, okay? The devil is running this stuff, not some white supremacist. It's a divide and conquer strategy, okay? They hold all the power, and there's literally nothing you can do, okay? Satan gives them wicked people the power because they are Satan's children. The same way I'm a child of the Most High, okay? I'm a child of God. Satan has his children, these wicked jackasses. They know what they're doing. They know me, and they know people like me, and we know them. Those that don't know perish for lack of knowledge. The book of Revelations tells us clearly that these things must come to pass. You idiots are trying to stop what God says must happen. All right? You should actually be glad these things are happening because it means the coming of the Lord is close. The problem is you jackasses love the world. TikTok, you love the world. You know what I mean? You love your hip-hop stars and you just love the world, right? The Bible says if you love the world, the love of God is not in you. Duh. Even you want to be Christians. Anyway, back to these punks, these punk-ass new Black Panther Party clowns. Huey Newton and Elder Cleaver are turning in their graves when they hear you clowns talk about the party as some sort of United Nations movement. I heard this, I guess the leader of their new Black Panther jackass talking about Black Panther Party it ain't about blacks, basically. He's saying it's not about blacks. It's Black Panther Party, but he's saying it's not about blacks. He's saying it's about any immigrant that comes into the United States unprotected and all this stuff. Like you guys are living in a fantasy land. You are not. The FBI is not impressed with you. The government is not impressed with you. They're laughing at you. They're literally laughing at you when you get up there with your gun and you go, "Hey, we come around here." You ain't gonna do nothing because half your army is gonna run. I've seen you. There's a bunch of punks. I look at you, tell you, your soldiers. You niggas don't even look as hard as the S1Ws from Public Enemy back in the day. It's just a joke, right? You're not gonna do nothing. But anyway, Huey Newton and Edward Cleaver will be laughing at you guys. They're turning their grave right now. You know what I mean? Because you guys are kind of trying to act like a United Nations movement, like we protect everybody, like, you know, disenfranchised. Them Somalians don't give a damn about niggas. The Black Panther Party was originally a community group that wanted to feed black kids that was hungry, not defend Somalians. Stupid. This guy, and if you say that, dumb niggas would be like we're black people seem to be so inclusive of everybody when nobody's inclusive of us. So until we say this is ours, right? Our unity, ours. That means no one else's. Like everyone else does, by the way. We're not going to get anywhere, right? We play the American game when no one else plays it, right? Everybody melting pot, everybody's together. No one does that but us, because we're idiots and run by women, and that's really where that comes from. It's a vaginal spirit. Anyway, this kind of ignorance annoys me about niggas. Always talking fucking stupid. You guys ain't ready to do nothing when it comes down to it, because you're just like all the new school chumps. You're all talk. Just like these young punks that run around threatening people. I'll come see you. I'm gonna get you. And all that. It's just punks. Without the gun, you know, even with the gun, you ain't nothing. Like, you're just a bunch of punks. It's no army. It's no revolution. It's no black militants today, because there's selfishness today. The Bible even tells you that in the last days, people are gonna be lovers of themselves. Like, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Like, there's nothing with substance that can't. There's nothing that's selfless. All right. Everything today is selfish. All right. It's not selfless. It's always selfish. Jesus was selfish. Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. That's selfless. That's not about me. That's about everybody. Today, our community, the black community, is full of a bunch of ignorant niggas that are only selfish. They don't care nothing about nothing but themselves. So don't tell me there's some new Black Panther Party movement that emboldens that old spirit of the Black Panther Party. It's impossible, because the little niggas that's in the new Black Panther Party was raised by single women, and they're just vaginal niggas. It's none of that original spirit there. They're just gonna run. You think I would sit in a foxhole and fight with some of these niggas with long girly braids and meticulously shaved beards? It's just vaginal niggas. You ain't ready to fight nothing. So come on, get out of here with that mess. I don't want to hear that mess. I'm a patriot. I was born and raised on this land. This is my land. And if you dispute my claim, I will fight you until you get the picture. I'm a fighter. You guys only care about looking noble and honorable. That's why you don't say the truth. You can't say the truth. If honorable men say the truth. Noble men say the truth. Punk ass niggas say what no one's gonna to be friendly, or be accepted or liked and all that stuff. Real bravery is going against the grain, okay, for the good. The Bible tells you that there's gonna be the road to salvation, okay, is a narrow road, and very few will find it. Or the damnation is a broad road. So whenever I see everybody doing it, it's always a red flag to me anyway. Right? So you can say whatever you. Most people are going look at during the pandemic, the COVID. Look at during that. Bit into it, right? Most people. You know what I mean? A lot of people, especially in my community. Right? You have people yelling at people, put on a mask. You have people are talking about you're gonna make me sick and all that. Like, just yelling at people. You know what I mean? They just bit into it. Now we found out. Now we know what it. You know, we know what time it is with that now. But during the height of it, people are just zombies. They follow. Just follow. They don't critically think. In my community, nobody critically thinks. They just follow. We're still following old stuff from like the 40s, like the blueprint from Martin Luther King and Marching. And Marching nobody care. Marching don't change a damn thing. Nothing. Protesting don't change a damn thing. Nothing. Who cares? If I got the power, I don't care if you sit outside my building and cry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. Only thing that changes, the only way to displace power is with power. That's the only way. So asking is change the laws. We're gonna be the hanging. All that stuff don't work. Nothing works. I'm not saying there needs to be a revolution, because these things have to come to pass anyway. The Bible says in the book of Revelation that in the last days is going to be wars and rumors of wars, and it's going to tells you everything that's supposed to happen and transpire anyway. So I'm not trying to change the trajectory. I think people that are trying to change the trajectory, they just love the world so much. They like this filth, is what I call it. Like today, I can't believe how women talk. I can't believe what men do. I can't, like this world. It's just psychotic to me. Like it's nothing even like maybe friggin' 20 years ago. Never mind, go back 40 years. Oh my God. Go back to my childhood. Oh my God. It's like this world right now is such a psychotic, mental, evil, stupid, idiotic world. Right? Nothing's noble. All the things that count is not here. Noble, humbleness. The only thing is here is selfish. All the stuff that the Bible says that is going to be in the last days. Right? Let me get back to these Black Panther, because that annoyed me. These guys, Black Panther dude, was up there talking all tough. And listen, man, the government don't care about you, boy. They don't care about you. Your whole little army. What is it? 20? Probably less than that. 20. Even if it's 50. They don't care nothing about you. You ain't impressing the FBI, fool. That's Diddy. That's Epstein. We're talking about a power structure that you ain't touching. They play with you like puppets. Like they don't care. When you get tired of looking at it, swat you out of the way. And it's literally a swat. You ain't changing nothing. The only one that will change is when the Lord comes back and deal with these synagogue of Satan people, these wicked people that take lives and stuff for nothing, like literally for money. They'll if they can make an extra dollar, they have no problem taking the life away. Like this is the kind of thinking that they have, this selfish me stuff. So they're just evil, wicked people. Okay, this is what we're dealing with. If you people get off your racial foolishness, this is, to me, that's vaginal stuff anyway. All that racial tension, racial. To me, that's just all vaginal. It's just a vaginal energy. Men don't roll like that, point blank. So when I hear niggas talking too much about race and all that, you just don't get it. Don't say I believe in God if you don't believe in the devil, because you got to believe in it's a good against evil. So you guys don't want to acknowledge the good versus evil fight. You want to switch it to a white versus black fight, right? That's what you like. You like to stay there. It's white man's holding me down. I gotta kill the white man and all this junk. Not realizing that evil has no color. And the so-called synagogue of Satan, or the Illuminati, or the oligarchs, or whatever name you want to put on that side, the side that's against my side, the good versus evil, whatever name you want to put on them, people put all kinds of names on them, right? But whatever name you put on them, they don't care. Like, they don't care about color and race and all that. They only care about, are you willing to do the deeds are you willing to do evil, all right? Doesn't matter if you're white, black, Spanish, Arab, or Oriental, Asian, whatever. If you're willing to do evil, you can be in their club. But they get everybody, these ignorant people that perish for lack of knowledge, to fight over race and go back in it. You niggas, feel myself getting annoyed, because it's just so stupid to me. Like you niggas always talking about, and what gets me is that you're not willing to go there. Like I know, I look at you, I know you're not. I can look at you. I had 100 amateur fights and 20 pro fights, and before you get in the ring, you look at someone. Before you battle, you get to stare down, and like I can look at people and tell if you're really ready to get down. I can literally look and tell. So when I look at these niggas trying to act tough and all that, you're not ready for prime time. You're not gonna. I'm not battling with you. You're that coward in Saving Private Ryan, who sits with all the bullets, and everybody dies while he's sitting there scared to go break with the bullets. And he was such a punk. That scene makes me sick in Saving Private Ryan. He was such a punk that when the German didn't even kill him. Remember they had that death fight with his buddy, and his buddy's trying to fight, and all he had to do was just help his buddy, and he fight, and he sat there and let that German shove the knife in his buddy and kill him. Remember the German didn't even kill him, the coward ass. He didn't even kill him. Remember he looked at him like pitiful and just walked right by him. It wasn't even a threat. That's you niggas to me. That's how you look to me. When you talk about, I'm a revolutionary, you're not willing to go there. Because the reason why I know is because a person that's a true person to go there is selfless. See, it ain't about them. I'm willing to sacrifice me for that. That's who I am. The Bible says we are to be living sacrifice. I'm not talking about I'm talking about dying for Christ. I'm not talking about the foolish Muslim junk and all. I'm not talking about nothing like that. So do not get it misconstrued. When the Lord says we are supposed to be living sacrifice, that means we sacrifice ourselves. That means we don't cry, Lord, send me money, because the world and money. It don't mean send me this, me. That's what he said. He said it's supposed to be seek ye first the kingdom of heaven first. So seek him first. That's what's important. Not me. You know what I'm saying? Not even nothing. You seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. You know what I mean? But anyway, you guys want to look noble and honorable. You know what I mean? But do you even know who the enemy is? Do you guys even know who the enemy is? Like I think that ignorant whites think blacks are the enemy, and I think ignorant blacks think whites are the enemy. It's really, but the key word here is ignorant. Like, you're just ignorant. Evil don't care what color you are. The same way Jesus don't care what color you are. The fight is good against evil. Take all that race junk and shove it up your culo. Okay? I'm sorry. I mean, sometimes I get a little carried away with anger, but, God says the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. So, hey, I get angry sometimes, and listen, and, if you're in wrath, you're not doing the righteousness of God. So you can't say you are. So I got to catch myself, because I get so angry and annoyed sometimes at stupidity and ignorance and just nonsense, foolishness, that it just annoys me to the point where I get aggravated. But once you're in wrath, that's not doing the righteousness of God. So I don't claim to, I stay away from that. I try to obey God. We all should. The thou shalt not, thou shalt not, thou shalt not. Thing is, we bend the scriptures these days to fit our agenda or to fit us. That's why you got so many women, black women, I say, because that's what I see it in our church, on the pulpit. You know clearly that what God says about that. It's not an argument. You can bring up Satan's foolishness, debates, and confusion, but the devil is the author of confusion. So you can bring up all that foolishness if you want, but the bottom line is it's clear that you're not supposed to be on the pulpit. So I don't care when you prophetess and all that stuff. You annoy me. You just annoy me. I got good people that are friends of mine that I don't give a damn. You're still wrong, right? You're still wrong. So, and if you know you're wrong. In your heart of hearts, you know you're wrong. It's just a spirit of pride and Jezebel spirit that says, I don't care, and you want to get up there and teach men when you're not supposed to be teaching men. Not supposed to be teaching anybody. You shut your damn mouth. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And listening to us. Anyway. Hey, listen, Black Panther dudes. The Black Panther Party is not the United Nations. It's for black people exclusively. So stop adding everybody else into it. Any immigrant that comes in the United States, you're saying the Black Panther Party was to protect them. You're wrong. You're actually spitting on the graves of guys like L.G. Cleaver and Huey Newton and the rest of the proud Black Panthers that really only cared about feeding black kids, and that's how it started, and protecting black people in the community when the cops was really doing atrocities to us. Not today, because they no blacks getting hung or nothing today. You can't even bring a rope up. I think it was big news when someone had a rope, and it was big front page news. That stuff don't happen today. That's why I get mad with you guys always crying about it, because you got it better than you ever had it in the history of any black person in the history of mankind. Okay, you're not going through none of the atrocities that blacks been through back in the day. You're just more crybabies. You got more than you've ever had, and you just crybabies. And you cry that it's so unfair to us yet some immigrant can come from south of the border that can't even speak English, and in 5 to 10 years achieve the American dream, become millionaires, and build their legacy with their families and everything. And we've been here forever, and we sit there and we're still crying like a bunch of bitches. And the reason why we're crying like a bunch of bitches is because our community is run by a bunch of bitches, a bunch of Jezebel bitches that just won't shut the hell up and sit the fuck down. That's the problem. Deacon Greg Thomas.